Here.
Danny will be here in like a couple minutes. We have to leave though. There you go. What did
Hey, Mac. Come here. Come here, buddy. There you go. Let's see. Did he show up yet? No, Mike's not here yet. Well, you can hear that air conditioner. I'll turn it down a little bit. Okay. What do you think? What do you think, Mac? Huh? Can you say hi to everybody? Let's turn this around, okay? Let's turn this around. Can you say hi to everybody? Wave. Wave to everybody. Well, Mike's not here. Well, I know you guys want me to do a tech night. I'll do a couple minutes, but Mark wants to take me out for my birthday, so I think I'm just going to let my son take me to birthday dinner and just call it even. How's that? I guess Mike's not feeling well. You're so cute. Do you like the cars? Do you like the cars? He's got the cutest smile, you know, but then he'll grow up. Oh, more? No, you don't need all of them. Just one. What happened to your face? Da da da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da da da. All right. All right. Oh, he's just the sweetest thing. You know that? There's nothing better than grandsons. You know, happy birthday. I'm 65 today. I was born in 1959. Yeah. I could kiss him. I could kiss him all day long. Oh, he is the cutest thing. Lane won't let me do this to him. Are you ruining the car? Well, it doesn't look like Mike's showing up. He must not have feeling good. What happened to your hand? What happened to your hand? You got blood all over your hand. How did you get blood all over your hand or whatever? That's chocolate. Ah, he's the cutest thing. He's the cutest thing. Who would ever thought I'd be you know what, when you're growing up, you never thought you'd be a grandfather. I mean, I had 6 children. So sooner or later I'd have to have a grandson. When you think there, Mac? No? No? No, you don't think I'd be a grandfather? Huh? Can you clap? I'll let you walk around, okay? I want to show these guys something. So, I'll show you something little here. I don't know how long we'll do the live stream, but let me turn this around like this. So what I did is I got online, and anybody can do this, and I downloaded what interiors of cars, okay? And what I did is, ta-ta, what I did is, so like this is from SC397. You see how you can see the interior? No, I can't give you one, Mac. Okay? You see how the interior, it adds a different effect to the car. Okay, Kathy's feeling great. She just needs to rest. So this is my blue Bel Air that I did up this week. This is beautiful. I love it. It needs a little, I mean, I could have trimmed a little, gotten a little neater, but you know, for the first time, this looks just awesome. I love the interior where it shows the interior of a car. At least, you know, the effect of an interior. It just gives it another. So here is here's a car without an interior, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the guide pin off. And then we have all of these, we have a sheet. I printed a sheet of them, of about 20 of them. If somebody wants these, just, I'm going to just make them up and give them to people. Pick it up. You want me to hold you? Huh? Come here. Here, Mac. Mac. Hey, Mac. Oh, he's going over to get something. So this would go inside of here like this. Okay? Now what I can do is I can cut this. Oh, we got to put that back. So I've curved that. Oh, yeah. That looks really cool. He showed up. He finally showed up. I didn't think he was going to show up. Here, you're going to sit here. I'm going to sit over here. And we're waiting for Daniel to show up.
Hi, buddy.
Check out what I did with the little. Don't those look cool?
Yeah, that is cool. Looks
I mean,
like a little interior.
Yeah, I mean, Race Master's been doing it. There's, you know, I just thought, you know what? Okay, so you're gonna be over here, and I just printed about 20 of them.
You could do like some ones with wheel tubs and stuff, race car interior ones.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That would be cool. Yeah, I could draw that up.
Yeah, you should do some up and print them up. All right, you're gonna sit there.
Have to get the actual size on something so we don't cut out detail making it fit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more of just a distance looking. You know, you're looking at. Oh wow, there's an interior to that.
Yeah, that's cool. Like they do the AFX cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. It looks good in there too.
See, like that one, look.
Yeah, that's cool.
Look at that. That almost looks like that's a real steering column. Yeah. All right. You're going to be over here. Put your thing over there. And,
My thing.
well, your stuff. Put your stuff over here. you got the little speed thing here, and then you can.
Hey boy, don't do that. Hey boy.
No, Mackie, what are you doing?
I'm checking the electric.
No, Mac. No. Ah. There. Now, what are you gonna do, huh? Huh? What are you gonna do now? Huh, Mac? Yeah. Hey, what are you doing? Come on. Okay, so we are. This is going to be kind of just a fun tech video. Mike's going to show some things that he does, and he was supposed to be bringing some because we need to get these in stock. Our pull. I want him to pull this axle off, and I want him to put it back one. And so we're gonna, and then he's gonna just kind of go through some things about all of his different equipment that he uses on his slot cars. So he's got his. Now, see, I have that tool, but I don't think I have all the parts to it. And of course, I've got him here. See, I've got this thing, but I don't think I've got. Don't you need different tools for that?
Well, yeah, you need the piece on the bottom that's missing, this piece. So your wheel can go on there. I don't know where my puller is. I thought I had that with me too.
Oh, is this it?
Yep.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nope, that's it.
Oh, okay. Now.
Yeah, that's it. That'd work. Yeah, that's a nice one too. Right? Yep. That way it lines up straight with your wheel. And that's a nice one because it goes under 250 diameter. See, mine only barely goes to 250. So tighter wheels and some of the smaller wheels are a little harder to do. Oh, there's my puller. Say nope. Nope. You're in America now. You don't have to put up with that crap. There you go.
Okay, so see, and I have this too, but see, I bent off that because it wasn't.
Are we allowed to go swimming?
Oh my God. Yes, if you want to go swimming, Daniel. Okay. No. Oh my gosh. Take this child out of here.
Isn't he the best?
No, he's not. Not right now.
Mike likes him the best.
No, he doesn't.
He says he's the best young.
Oh, shut up.
Definitely the most.
Here, take him out of here. And if you're going to pull that thing off, you got to pull it off. You have to fold it as you take it off.
I thought you weren't feeling good.
Huh?
I said you weren't feeling good.
Who, me?
Yeah. You ended up coming anyway.
Yeah.
What now?
He's not going to pass up a race night thing. It's not race night, but it's a car detailing.
Well, I wondered about it. You didn't show up.
No, I can't get no calls out. Even the wife can't get no calls out of Bloomingdale right now. Can't get no calls out.
Were you doing videos or something? What were you doing over here?
Oh, I was listening to some things on WhatsApp
Why?
to see if we can get sales out of that.
Can't Ryan just connect our system to it?
Uh-uh.
You pair of pliers. Here we go.
Look how big this thing is.
Man, look at you just paint some squares on there, you can make a jack-o'-lantern.
I don't think she would understand that. I don't even know how to.
Even if she did, she probably wouldn't.
Dice pon ojos y una sonrisa y tú puedes ser una calabaza.
Jack-o'-lantern.
¿Por qué tienen los zapatos al revés?
Yo no sé. Pero ellos hacen un en vivo ahorita, pero nosotros vas a nadar.
There you go.
Alright, we're gonna go dip in the pool then.
Never force it though, you know what I mean? Tell you, if that ain't good enough to pull it, it's something wrong.
Well, now it seems to do fine for See, I got this thing too. I don't know what this one is.
Same thing.
For extraction.
Oh, that's for pulling the top plate gear. That's my thing, but I don't think that would fit in a top plate. I don't know. We can find out together. Yeah, that's what that's for, is pulling that
Top plate off?
the pinion gear off the
Got it,
arm.
okay.
If you take this off and had the middle gear out of there, they'd go right in there. Sure would. There are ways of doing it without the fancy tools too, but it's a lot better to have the tools.
But yeah, doesn't it bend the,
Yeah, if you're not careful, yeah.
I seem to be always bend my
Well,
axle.
you got to make sure you got it lined up straight. And the thing,
So show how to take that off.
the
then.
rear? Is that what
No, that's the front.
you're trying to take the?
I want the front here. Put this one all the way to the back.
Okay. Ooh. So I want to go this way. See, these are kind of hard to do. They don't really leave you a lot of space. So I think you can just come right in on the wheel. I use a screwdriver and take them off, but I'm not going to suggest for people that ain't
A
comfortable.
screwdriver for that one?
Yeah, I can put a screwdriver right in there and pry that wheel right off. You got to be careful not to knock the shoes and springs off of it when you're doing that, though.
I always
See what I'm
tend.
doing there?
Yeah, that's what. Okay.
You got to make sure you got that pin lined up with that center there, though. If not, it won't come off and it'll just bend everything up.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And if it don't come that easy right there, you got a little snap,
Right.
it ain't no good. Biggest thing, you got to be careful you don't want to knock them shoes and springs off when you're doing it. There you go. And now you can use the press to put it back on, but men can usually just push it back on there.
Yeah.
The same way. Everybody should have a set of these tools, though. I mean, I'm not suggesting you do it with screwdrivers and pliers. You're just kind of creating a headache for yourself. But yeah, you could use that for a wheel puller too. That'll pull them. And you try and put it back on. That's exactly what you do. Is just reverse the process there. That's not really. You don't really need that. You can just squeeze them. It's not really made to do that.
And then to
What, this one changed somehow? You said?
no, I don't want this one. So extraction. This one seems like this,
It's the same deal. Same exact deal.
but it seems like that.
You gotta make sure you're pulling the right side. You know what I mean? You can see the head there, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure you're pulling on the opposite side of it. Like this. You don't have to go all the way to the end of the hub of the wheel. See, it's not all. Let's go that far. That'll pull that right off there. A lot of people try to get that in all the way down. That you don't have to do that. It's not designed like that.
What have you been painting?
Slot car body. I forgot to put my glove on.
Just got cold out of nowhere.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, it's cold out there.
It's
Yeah.
90 degrees.
No, the wind
It's
started
90 some degrees out
No,
there.
the wind started blowing like crazy.
Unbelievable.
And the pool's still cold.
What?
The pool's still freezing. It's like an ice bucket in there.
Well, why are you coming in here and asking?
I'm not asking, I'm telling. I was thinking, well, I haven't seen what you guys are up to.
Yeah, though. Oh, it did pull it off there too. I didn't even want it to really, but universal way to put it back.
How's everybody doing today?
We're just having fun, okay? Just
Happy birthday,
don't-
Brian.
Really, the biggest thing,
Mike does have the
the
fastest
issue with
slot
these
cars.
cars, what kills these cars is the slop in the rear end. Okay, because that one's not bad, but of course that's a fast car. There's a reason that one's not bad, because we made it not bad.
Who did?
Me and Jeff.
And how did you make it not
They
bad?
make a tool. I'm going to show everybody right
All right,
now.
show-
Well,
all
I
right.
don't have the tool because it's.
Why don't you have the tool?
Because they're not available right
Who's
now.
Mr. Green?
I've been waiting. It's only $18 tool. I'm ready.
Says Captain Kangaroo and
I'm
Mr.
sure
Green.
Ted probably has one. I'm sure. I need a bare chassis. Here, we use.
A bare chassis?
Well, or just a bone stock car.
You wait a minute. You want me to just give you a pit kit one?
No, I want a built one, a built car,
Oh,
like an X Traction.
right. Yeah, right here.
Box stocker. Yeah, give me a box stocker.
All right. So explain to you what you because you always.
Yeah, the one good one in the house that ain't been fixed.
Okay, hold on. Well, no, that hasn't been fixed. It's
Yeah, I
just-
know, but they're not all bad off the get. Some of them are bad off the get, some of them aren't.
And so
See, all right, here's one that's starting to get bad. See it moving? The 4 gears are even actually
like this.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. All right. It's probably hard to tell on the camera, but there's a lot of slop in here, and if it's already got slop, it'll get more slop pretty quick. And that's why it seems one of the reasons it seems like the X Tractions and all of them, 4 gear, all the pancake cars die off. What happens is they get slop in the chassis, and every time that hits and that rear end can move instead of spin, you're losing
Speed.
and torque,
Got
and even drivability. So
you're saying that is
what we
by
do,
that movement is slipping off of
it
the.
gets a lot worse. Trust me. Here, get a 4 gear out. They eat up fast even when you fix them.
So you're saying that they're
Oh, yeah,
missing. They're missing hitting that and that. Is that what you're saying?
Well, they're just, instead of the rear end spinning, it lets it travel. It pushes the whole rear end backwards or something. And I know it doesn't seem like much, but in a small on scale, that's a lot.
right.
Imagine if in a real car, if you hit the gas and the rear end shifted 2 foot before the car started forward, you get spanked, right?
Yeah.
Not only you'd probably be in the hay bales, but it's the same way. Even though, move that one, the 4 gear ones are the worst.
Oh yeah.
And that's the same way all these other ones get eventually.
All right. So what do
Especially,
you?
don't do nothing to that. That's my
Okay. Don't. You, all right. So you want
a lot of work on it.
Let's see. But that one's shifty, so that's not a good.
No,
good
that's
one.
not a good. I'm trying to show people, you know,
Oh,
if they do,
okay.
most of them already know, but if they don't, show them what we're fixing first.
Right.
Okay, and you don't have to have it's nice to have the fancy tool to do it, but it's not absolutely necessary.
So you're pulling off
I'm gonna pull
the front or the rear?
the rear is what I want off. All right. Now they make a fancy tool that goes on there. What you do is squeeze that. You squeeze the side of the chassis. It's called pinging it, and it brings the hole closed to get rid of that slot. Now I don't have the fancy tool because it's just not available at the moment. So I'm gonna use these pliers to do it. And what you do is get a nice set of pliers that have no teeth, no splines in it.
Yeah.
Is ideal.
And
And you squeeze right across it flat. And what that does is it squishes the plastic into the hole a little bit, gets rid of the slop.
Oh,
It's best to have a set that are wide enough to go all the way across the
hold it
hole.
right there. Show them right there.
Right there.
Yep.
Just
They're
like
seeing that. Yep.
Now they make a tool that does it and does it more precise, of course, than these hillbilly plier job here. But just for
So you're just tightening that tolerance.
Yep, that's exactly it.
So that when the axle's in there, it's not moving anymore.
Right. So that all the torque and all the drive goes to spinning the rear tires instead of
It's not
shifting the rear
swabbing
axle.
around.
Yeah, right. And plus that helps you in the corners too, because then you can come into the gas smoother. And for those that know how to drive, you know, you use the gas in the corner to push it through there. Well, it's better if you can do that with just a little bit. That is honestly the biggest difference right here in what you guys see me do every week compared to ones that ain't. But when you see Jeff's here, he's all over me. You know what I mean? Can't get rid of him because he.
So he's done this to all his chassis.
Oh yeah, he's got the tool. He's done it to mine. I mean, look.
He's got
Really?
the tool.
And I've been
then.
racing this for a year, and it's just now starting to get a little wobble to it.
So he's got the tool, and there's a special tool that.
Yep, I think it's done and made by Quicker Engineering. But even at that, and see the thing you gotta watch too is when using them splined axles, the part that where the axle rides in the chassis is actually a smaller diameter than the spline part. So when you force that spline through there, you're opening the hole right back up.
Yeah.
That's the difference having the tool. You can smash it with the axle in there already set in place, ready to go.
Well, yeah, because these little things are widening
There
this
you go.
out.
Well, you look like you had an epiphany there. Yeah. So it's all virtually impossible almost. The 4 gears, that's why they're so bad, because they got the splines out on the ends for the wheels. So by the time you definitely force that thing, which is like 063 compared to where the axle rides is only 061. So, you know what I mean? It's a bad design. Ultimately, the way to fix it is to over drill the hole and put collars with inside diameter of 0.061. You know what I mean? And then whatever the outside. That's ultimately how you fix it. I mean, if you got a lot of time and you're really into Auto World chassis. Because another reason they do that, and it's not like that the OEFX, is the difference in plastic they use now. You know, this used to be a Tide bottle. More than likely. More than likely that's made from pellets or recycled plastic, which never have the consistency of what they had back in the day. But that's a huge, even though it doesn't seem like it, just that little bit that axle can give.
Well,
oh, that's a bone stocker there. Yeah, it's got. See, here's mine. It's getting some play again. Yep. And I mean, what you take that and take it times 64 and apply it to a real car. If you had that much movement in the rear end of a floating a real car, especially something that raced on pavement. Now the dirt cars they float. Rear ends float in those, a lot of them.
But I can clearly see what you're saying.
See how the spline
about how that when it's got which is gripping the tire or the rims and everything. But once you push it through there, you just open that up.
That's
and
why
so when
having the right tools better. You could do it just by drilling a
oh
hole.
wait a minute though. But see, this is
you could take a pair of pliers wider than these and with a flat bill and drill a hole in it that's 069 so it'll go around the axle and then squeeze it after the axle was in there. That's really all the tool is, and then on the back side it has a slot so you can slide it so that you can do it with it in there.
Yeah, but
you see what I'm saying?
But the fact of the matter is, when they're making these at the factory, this is smaller than this.
Never, when you what's wrong with them? And people say that, I'm not going to type all that out.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that there's really no solution because this is wider than this, so this hole is always going to be larger.
There's only one way to fix it, and that's to put either get a different axle that doesn't have the splines where you got to push it through. See, because the inline car is not like that. You just pop it in there. You're not pulling that spline through them axle holes all the time. That's why it was one.
Was this
the only way to really fix it?
Was this
is to?
Well, yeah, because this doesn't have splines on it. Look.
Yeah, right. Only the 4-gear axles have the spline out there for the wheels. But the other ones still, it's the same with the gear splines.
These have splines on them too.
The extractions do, really?
Yeah, look.
Oh, I didn't know that. Really?
Well, wait a minute.
No,
yeah, look. Right? Yeah, look.
Well, there you go. That explains why they got real ungood all of a sudden, huh?
Huh?
That explains why they got ungood all of a sudden. Another one is spin that once and look at it. Just spin the rear end. See you can take tires off, so that ain't. But it's more than just the tires not on straight. See it? There's your next problem, and the really place to look out for that. Anything that's chrome plated like that or painted twice in those wheels from Auto World, you might as well just pull them.
So that tool that he has, it's got to be small.
It is
to get into all that little area there.
It kind of reminds you of a hole punch type of deal. But I plan to get one, and I'm just waiting on them to be made. But yeah, see what I mean?
So there's those.
I think it's Quicker Engineering makes them. I'm not sure. He wrote all that stuff down for me.
Okay, see that? Where is?
But yeah, that's a real big problem with the 4-gear cars. That's just one thing that people can do on their own with just a pair of pliers can make a heck of a difference, you know what I mean? Especially after they get old and wore out and they, it seems like it don't have the speed it used to. That's usually why.
So this is an original extraction.
Oh,
see, that has
magnet traction.
See, that's
got the center but not the outside. The old old Magnatractions didn't have splines on the outside of the axle. Neither did the Auto World ones didn't either.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're putting this axle on, that spline is going to have to go
through. Yeah, exactly. It's got to go through one side or the other. Because if you try to force it from the top or the side in from one side or the other, it tears the hole up too. So it doesn't matter. Even without them spines out there, yeah, it's got to go through one side or the other. That's why I say there's no. The only prevention you can really do is to put collars in it. Over drill it and put collars in there, like I said. But still, even at that, you're still shoving an oversized spline in there. You know.
See, and I noticed here, so this extraction, or this is a Magnatraction, but it doesn't have the springs or this.
It should have springs in it.
Not this one. It has the.
Oh well, that's not that's not a Magnatraction. That's the original Aurora.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they redid these to put them with a dot instead of the crease.
Yeah, these didn't. See how it don't have the Magnatraction part through it? When they went to Magnatraction, they went to springs. And this is, yeah, that's an old solid rivet. AFX. Is that dated? Does that say?
No, it's not.
No. I was gonna say.
Is it dated?
No.
No, I didn't think it was.
I was gonna say, wow, you picked a heck of a one to tear apart.
Oh, yes, Ted.
Hey, just a hint, when you're painting, if you don't have the proper tool, you can use a BB, put it in the axle hole,
Yeah.
and then squeeze with pliers.
That's like I said, kind of like a hole punch or something like that. What I use is I take a.
Wait a minute, wait. Say that again.
You can take a BB and put it in the axle hole, like right here.
Yep.
And then squeeze that, and that'll push it in too if you don't have the quite tool.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought about that.
We mean a BB.
A BB, a round BB from a BB gun. Put it in the hole and then squeeze that without the axle, of course. And you like to have it up there and squeeze it, and that'll bring it. That's a real good. What I do is I take 2 of the Neo magnets and put them inside of my pliers, and then squeeze it with that, so it has a really super flat surface.
But okay, I'm not understanding the BB.
He's getting more direct. He's getting right inside the hole like the tool does. Okay, the tool don't really squeeze from the outside like I just showed with the pliers. It works more from the inside of the hole, which is the best way to do it.
Well, are we talking of taking the axle off, you mean?
Yeah, you got to have the axle out to do any of it.
Well, where are you going to do the BB? Where are you going to put the BB?
Well, you would put it in the hole. The axle won't be there. So you just put the BB on top of the hole.
Okay.
And then come on the other side with the pliers like I did, like this. And you have a BB there and squeeze it. And that would get to the right inside of the hole. That's a heck of a good idea.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I'm going to start doing it that way myself, tell you the truth. That's better than, like I said, I use flat magnets and pliers until I could get the tool.
All right, what else?
Well, let's see, after that, the biggest problem after that is usually bad arm. It's not flat. The commentator's not flat.
The arms. Okay, what are you
But
talking?
That's a good one. It's the Auto World arms.
Okay, what arms are we talking about?
All of them. All the pancake arm cars.
What do you mean? This
You
here?
got an arm out? Yeah, the arm itself.
This thing here? This?
This piece. Yep, the armature.
Which piece?
The armature.
Okay.
The problem with them is Auto World put a thick coating on them for some reason or another. I would think it would be so they would last a little longer, be a little more.
Oh, okay. That's what I was showing sanding, and that's something that
Yeah.
Jeff doesn't like the way I do it. So he made his own device. But where did you get all the where did you get these?
It all came from Jeff.
Well, how do we get these from Jeff?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think you take it to somebody else and say you make them. At least we have a prototype though. Jeff don't really, he does what he does and then he's done with it. You know,
So he hasn't, okay, but so why?
I don't know if he has any more of them or not.
All right, so why are you
But
doing?
if you look, I'll put that to them and they can see where it's been hitting the high spots and not the low spots.
Okay, hold on, let me come down here.
That's my blue hands.
With your blue hands.
I forgot to put my glove on.
And why are you doing that? Oh, yeah,
We're
I
trying
see
to
that.
flatten out the commentator so
Okay.
the brush is right, even, and consistent all the time.
I
If
see.
not, as soon as you wear off the brushes a little bit, you start losing contact. or you're just never making that good of contact anyways.
So
You
you're
can see
doing
how
the-
it's waffled up,
Yes.
and this is what it should look. Where's that old one at?
Which old one?
From the old AFX cards. You put that back together.
No,
Where was it?
it's right here.
Yeah, show them that one.
Yeah, well, that's all dirty though.
Well, here, that'll be the second part. This is how you clean an armature. It's an ink eraser.
Ink eraser.
Yeah, that's the first thing you do. Take the lead off before you use any fancy cleaner or try to level it out or anything else.
So we're cleaning the armatures. That's what we're working on.
Now look at it. See
We
how
want to
thick
get that clean. You
But
see
if
how
you
there's a
look at
lot
that,
of...
that's old AFX arm, and you don't see high and low spots in it for whatever reason.
Well, they're going to argue because that looks sure dirty.
Yeah, it's still dirty, but you don't see the waffling on it like you do on this one. See how you see high, low, everywhere. It's like a
Oh.
golf ball. That one's not like that.
But you'd even sand this to make
Yeah.
this.
Oh yeah, you always clean it up, polish it is what you do.
So let's see what he's
So
going to
you
do.
start
with
out
it.
with the 500.
So
size.
this, here, let me see this. So this is a tool that Jeff made
They're available
in
through
500 and 1200.
Yeah.
And you have the little grit here at the end. Well, who, did he make these?
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, I think there's places that make them though.
I wonder if I could take this to a local,
Yeah, sure. It's not high tech, dude. Yeah, that's not high tech. But if you look at this, I don't know.
500
If you see
and
how it's
tw-
waffled. See all the little dimples?
yeah,
That's-
yeah. So what's that doing now?
You're losing contact.
You're losing contact. You're not as fast as you want to be.
Yeah, it don't respond as good. It don't even break as well. You know.
Got it.
Yes, it wears your brushes a little bit faster, but who
What
cares?
did this brush?
The motor brushes. Well, who cares? If you're faster. Yeah. You see it just now starting to even out, but you can still see all the little light colored spots. That's the brushes aren't even touching there. Here, show it to them. You can see it real clear now. That's another thing that tremendously helps them.
So all those imperfections there is, oh yeah, right there. You see that, guys, right there? You see all the different,
All the little dimples in it.
all the dimples. So that's
That's bad.
losing power, Mike.
I don't know why they do it, if they're doing it to ventilate it and get the dust out so you can sit there and run it for 20 minutes. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. Doesn't really, and then in the end you take the 1200 and ultimately smooth it down. And then I like to take on the Dremel and take a piece of the felt and polish it in the end. It takes a little bit of doing to get the auto runs.
Yeah, because these are worn. These are worn out.
Yeah, I got other ones.
You
here.
can wear these out fast. But who makes these for you? Is he the only one that's doing it, or is other people?
There's other people doing it. This isn't a just specific thing. I've seen other people on Facebook groups have these tools too. So this he probably just I don't know if he found somewhere to buy them or he just took a piece of sandpaper and took a punch and punched them or what. It's hard telling. There's tools out there like that though. That and most of the guys, if you can build a slot car, you can probably make that tool for yourself. You probably make it out of an old Dremel tool attachment of some kind. In fact, if you take the grinding disc that actually screw on, there would be your thing right there. I ain't saying use the grinding disc.
Right.
There's your platform, you know what I mean, and has a hole for the arm to go into. And then
All right. So what else?
Next thing is, and
Next
this ain't
thing.
so much a thing with the newer cars, and it's really the X-Traction and the 4-gear cars, but if they end up on the floor or
Right
take
here.
a hard
That's
hit,
center screen right here.
okay, these plates like to turn. They
Yes.
twist. And
Now
when
the
they
new
do
ones
that,
they don't do that.
Yeah, the new ones, they don't seem to do that.
Correct. Well,
But
they've
there's
got
thousands, millions of the other ones out
Yes,
there, though.
exactly.
Especially if they hit the floor, that plate likes to turn, and what that does is change the brush tension, and then that's when your car seems like it needs oiled or something's bound up in it, and it just won't go. That's what it is. That little secondary plate under there is turned. You need to straighten that back out, and then I take just a basically like this or a punch, and put in that rivet hole, and tighten that rivet back out so that it can't do that. But if you got a car and it went off the table or something onto the floor or wrecked pretty hard, and then all of a sudden it drags and acts like it don't want to go, that secondary plate under there has turned. and it's causing more brush tension, and that's a bad thing too.
You want less brush tension or more brush
Yeah,
tension?
you don't want it where it's.
So you want a light tension so that the
Me,
armature.
I like mine just light enough where they ain't bouncing. That's how I like my brush tension on every kind of slot car I race. It depends on your driving, because I'm slow in, fast out. Now, if you're fast in and slow out, having that punch ain't necessarily a thing. But, you know, when you get it to where you're racing people that it ain't just a chore for them to keep it on the track, you actually have to learn how to pass people. And to do that, you got to have throttle response. And to do that, you got to have your crap together, you know what I mean? You can't have axles shifting and unflat armatures and all that stuff. You can take these cars out of the box and most of the time make them work pretty good. After that, the next thing really you get into is basically just their whole setup on the car. And what I mean by that is Auto World's got inconsistent rails in their track. So it seems to me, and most other people who's went through it, that they set up their cars to accommodate that. And by doing that, they put much bigger front tires on them than what the old AFX cars had. And I do understand they have a traction magnet, so they have to be raised a little bit. And they put these big step shoes on there. And let me tell you what, if you got an AFX track or, you know, a router track or something like that, putting lower front tires on it and getting rid of them step shoes is a world of difference. If you don't need to have your car set up like that, this is a real.
Well, is that kind of that's kind of what this is a very low. I mean, Ted gave this car to me. He gave me this a very low profile.
Yeah, because he's got a nice router track.
No, he does.
So
yeah,
he can get away with that. But here, it can be a hard car to keep on the track because it bottoms out.
Yeah, but it seems
just
like
Jeff's cars. Jeff has his car set up premium.
Yeah.
For his track, which
Right.
is AFX, which is
Right.
consistent to Auto World. And then he comes here, and that's why he gets mad, because he's like, it shouldn't do that. And he's right, it shouldn't, but it does. Just like if you go race Formula One on a street circuit, no, you shouldn't be bouncing off of potholes and you got a manhole cover.
yeah. Well, they had
But that's
problems
just the
with
way
that
it is.
in Vegas,
That's
hitting
part of racing.
potholes.
Sure, that's part
They
of
were all
racing,
upset
man.
because of Vegas. They were.
Oh man, they go out on the island in Detroit, and oh my God, they have Chicago.
Well, do they have, wait a minute. Was it Chicago or was it L.A. or Vegas or Detroit that they were having?
They have all three of them.
Because they were drivers were upset because they were hitting potholes
and and the roads are coming apart and everything else. It's part of racing. You just got to accept it for what it is and set up for it. Period. But I learned that from traveling to a lot of different tracks. Don't try.
Okay. So what else would you do?
You know, that's about it. Other than just making sure you got good parts. This here is a handy little tool to have.
Okay. Now, where did you get this tool at?
I got it in a bunch of buyout. They're pretty readily available. Or
Okay.
I could break it down how.
Yeah,
it's
please
pretty
do.
Easy to make
Yeah,
it's just a digital scale that's about $15.
Okay.
And then they took the cover that came with it and made this hole so you can turn it on and off with the cover on. And they made this hole so you could and put that little switch in.
And
there.
why is that?
So you can. That's the tare button, I think, ain't it? Yeah. So you can zero it. And it had just a regular hole here, but I had my buddy Jeff open it up so
Jeff.
you could put that.
That's Jeff again.
Yeah, so you can put that flag.
Okay, here's one that's ready to go.
And you put that on there, and what it does is measure the downforce, which is how hard is the magnet pulling it down. You can see there what's it saying, like 14.5.
Which magnet?
That's the traction magnet.
That's
just the downforce.
That's this magnet and not these magnets?
No.
Whatever
that
these because these are pulling down.
Yeah, they are, but they're not. They're
but
so
they're
far
not,
away and
yeah.
so weak that.
And so it's really pulling that magnet down.
But you remember the old magnet traction cars? That's all they had. And
so that's 13.9.
Right.
So let's just test different cars here.
Nah.
That's 13.
Look at the difference.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding you. And that, see.
Oh, that's farther away.
But feel just that little difference in moving that magnet.
Yeah, but that's even lower though. That's the
right.
same
That's why
height.
it's stronger. That's why it's stronger. Is because that one's lower.
What do you mean lower?
It's lower
Where?
to the track. The traction magnet is lower to the track.
No,
than this one.
no, it's the same height.
No, it's not. Feel that. You can feel that magnet's recessed inside the frame, and the other one's to the top of the frame. That little bit makes a difference.
All right.
With Neo Magnet.
All right. Now, what about your car? What are you gonna do?
Oh, that's one of them Jag Hobbies cars. NC2, I think it's called, an inline car, and look at that baby.
That's a 20.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's
no,
one
it's
of
at
these.
30, buddy. 30.
That's twice as much as
Almost
this.
twice. Well, it's 10% or 30% more.
Okay, so this is a Super 7 chassis.
That's going to be about the same.
Oh my
27.
gosh, you are 27.
Yeah.
Holy
And
moly!
what that does is, like I said, you're setting up for whatever track you're racing at. And once you know, you know. Like this track, I don't get nowhere.
That's 13.
With the magnet traction cars, I don't get that magnet no lower than about a 19 at the top.
Yes. Ahoy.
Hello, hey, I'm looking for Mark Young.
Mark Young? He's not here. Who is this?
Name's Jay from the Navy rep in Finley.
Oh yeah, he's not here right now. I'm gonna be going to dinner tonight with him. My birthday, he's taking me to dinner, so I'll talk to him about the Navy with him.
Okay.
All right? All right, thanks.
Okay.
I remember those days.
Oh my gosh.
Recruiters and
Never
stuff.
stop. Well, the
Oh.
problem is he's got an education, see?
Oh,
Okay, now
yeah.
that's a 15.
Oh, you
The
just-
Navy just called
Navy
you.
just called you, yeah.
So that's a
Said
15.
saddle up, boy. You're headed out on a boat.
That's right. So that's a
6 months at a
15.
time,
That's a
it's all men.
15 too.
Yeah.
I
Because they're all.
forgot that today was race night. Too.
And that's 7. I told you I was going to be done at 6.
Yeah,
It's
we're
not-
not.
it's
It's not
not-
race night. It's just.
It's just we're doing a thing until 6. Give me 15 minutes, okay?
They're not true, enthusiasts, so they quit in the summer.
Oh my gosh. So
like-
that's a
like the
15.
Powerpuff
So
Girls.
all these are all 15s.
Yeah, but see, you don't have to lower that magnet very much to change it,
See, that's 16.
and they all got basically the same tires. So yeah, there's a huge variance. And that one, it's just because the magnet was moved just that little tiny bit, just like the AFX cars, just the thickness of the frame. Moving that traction magnets makes a huge difference. There you go. Here's
That's a
one.
14.
Put that on there.
Now what is that? That's a 15
Yeah.
too. What is that?
Same
Okay.
thing, but I haven't really.
Oh yeah, because it's missing a shoe too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That disappeared in the box somehow.
So let's see what the extraction. Those are 10.
Oh, yeah. The T-Jet one? Yeah. Here you go.
21.
That's a long wheelbase. What is that? Super 7 is what that is. There you go.
21.
Watch this one. This is one of Winecott's cars.
That's a double magnet.
Yeah. It don't even have a pin in it. It's like 30.
Oh, those are those 2 magnets.
Mm-hmm. That's a Dave Winnicott car. Okay, what else do I got? Oh yeah, here we go.
That's a 16.
Set up Viper. 31.
31.
And that's because the length.
Isn't that amazing? All the different
Yep.
different
about as
things
high
they
as I
do
like to go
about
on.
cars.
Yep. What else we got? Here's a Tyco with a magnet. One good magnet. Oh, it's up there.
So where do you get one of these again?
That's just a regular scale. You can buy those at about any tobacco shop or anything else.
Yeah, but it's got the
Yeah, them are self-adhesive, just little metal strips that glue.
Yeah,
on
but wait a
top
minute.
there.
What are you talking about with the scale? It's different because
It's a digital scale. No, here.
what is it?
Let me show you.
Wait a minute. Yeah, but you're
I don't know if I can pop
you're scaling the magnets,
What
not
it
the
is
item.
They take and they glue those on there that are metal, and then when the magnets push against those or pull against them, it registers the downforce. Is all it's doing, like it's weighing something. You understand?
Yeah, but the car itself it has a weight though.
It's not weighing anything though. It's pulling up. Somehow they reverse that inside of there, and it goes up instead of it measures by pulling up. You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
this isn't actually touching. the scale. You know what I mean? Nothing actually touches
Oh,
the pad of the scale.
oh, that's right. Okay, so this
So it's
plastic is
got
not
nothing to do with-
touching.
No, it's not touching the weight.
Okay, no,
So
wait a
you're
minute.
just getting
So,
the
so
magnet
we're
for it.
0. Oh, so this is just pulling that
Yeah.
up.
Yep. Well, it doesn't touch until the magnet pulls this down against those things, and then it starts. It weighs from there. It doesn't touch until that starts pulling down.
Huh, interesting.
So, and then that's all it touches is the metal part. I imagine you might get a little bit from the weight of the car, but you
And
still.
what
still
do you,
lost it
what
is
do you
as a
call
comparison
that?
Thing. Downforce magnet meter is what they call it.
Downforce magnet meter?
Yep.
Down
I think they sell for around $30-$40.
magnet
Like I said, a man.
meter.
Yeah, the scales are only about $15. You can buy them yourself.
Downforce magnet meter.
Yeah, if you was to Google that, you'd probably find.
I probably would find one.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so what else? So we've just covered some simple things about cars, about keeping your cars. So this is the downforce of your car. So some of these
Just a few things. Don't use alcohol to clean the arms because it delaminates them. The Auto World cars, anyways.
delaminates this.
The armature, the commutator. It makes this part right here come loose.
Oh, really?
Yep.
The alcohol does.
Yep. The 90%'s too strong, and the 70%'s got too much moisture in it, too much water. Screws it up in a whole different way. It absorbs that crap.
So do not use alcohol on cleaning your cars.
Well, don't get it on your arm. It's good for cleaning chassis and cleaning your brushes and stuff like that, motor brushes.
All right.
And, the rest is just pretty much.
What about tires?
Well,
Because it seems like
it kind of depends on the body you're using. If you're using a body that's likes to push, like a dump truck, then you're going to want the harder tires on the back to make it looser so that it don't push like a dump truck. But if you have a good handling body, like a Datsun or something like that, they don't push. So you want some softer tires on it. The problem is with most tires, and I won't mention any brand names, because Bryan, you guys are going to have some good ones. Them ones from Cleveland, that guy right there, when he gets some HO tires done. The problem is most of the tires are made to go on 250 diameter wheels and not 275.
And
like
who's
the Auto
that
World
guy?
side. I gave Ryan all
Oh,
the
he's
info.
got the
Yeah.
stuff.
But the problem is, a lot of what you got to watch for is the tires that they're putting on the 275 wheels. They stretch them on there, and then only the center of the tire touches. But the new ones you'll have coming aren't going to be like that. Some of the other ones, gel
You don't
claws,
like gel claws?
I like the material, but they don't go. They're good for 250, but 275 diameter wheels.
Wait a minute, 275?
These are Auto World, the extraction cars.
0.275,
yeah,
right?
0.275.
And that's what they're supposed to be?
Yeah, they're a little bit more when you have chrome and double painted. The problem is though the inside diameter of the
So
tires.
what tires
is too
should
small.
they be?
I get mine off a dude on eBay.
What should they be? See,
They should be at least close to 275 inside diameter. You know what I mean?
what is that, IOD? Or what is inside?
Inside IDI.
So 275 should be the max for inside of here.
Yeah. And see, the problem is, like gel claws, one of them, the material's good. If you put them on a
No,
250
gel
rim,
claws will do any tire you want.
well, they need to do what they got. The height is good. But by the time you stretch them over that 275 rim, they're domed. So you're not getting good contact path.
Well, what happens if they were
They need to be just
274?
I don't know what they are inside diameter. They're a lot smaller because they make them so they'll go on a 250 rim too, like Tyco has. And they need to be a little bit more specific. Here's.
You got it unpackaged.
Well, yeah. Here's what I use. And see how they'll go right on a 275 rim without doming up. Watch. Even one with chrome on it. See how it's still flat across there? If you do that with a gel claw, it's not going to be flat across there no more. And that guy at Cleveland, though, his compound seemed even better than these. softer and it was grabby. And he
Huh.
was making HO ones, and I said, but here, look, this is a problem. And he already knew exactly what I was like. They're not right on the inside diameter, most of them, and they're doming. Now, you can go to Viper and Hardin Creek and all that and get all that high dollar stuff, but, you know, it's best to have it right there in-house.
They never want to sell anything because they only make enough just for them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's no good. You got to source your own stuff. We also make molds and pour our own. It's just your thing. It's not high tech, you know. It's 2 parts. Pour it in a metal
Well,
mold.
no, I mean, and then that's what the, Kim, REH, he has all those tires.
He had super tires, which are good tires too. And Paul's tires were even different compounds, whether you're using plastic track or you're using a router track. Yeah, I like super tires. I used them. I sold them. I still got tons of hobby programs and super tires I use. But unfortunately, you know, the car's changed and now you need a different kind of tire.
Right.
So the biggest thing is, though, guys trying to use these, I mean, if you ain't worried about the looks like that, boy, I'll tell you what, I'd get that on whatever you're using for power. I use, where's my little, I use this. That's for power. I bought that years ago.
Oh, it's got, but it's not similar to this?
Probably. Does that just make it run?
Yeah.
All right, I think my battery died again. Or this thing don't run. One of the two. Find one that runs.
See, I'm going to be getting these to sell them. We're going to try to sell them for $100.
That ain't bad. Okay. I get that on there and I get it running like that. And then I'll take a piece of sandpaper and take that chrome plating off that wheel. And the double painted
That much,
wheel.
huh?
Oh, yeah, man. That makes a huge difference in the stuff. It puts the wobble. Because, I mean, a lot of times, them wheels are already on the axle crooked anyways. I'll just say it. You're always better to just change the rear wheels. If you got an out-of-world car goes dump, 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 dump down the track, you got to change the wheels. Something like those, you know. But you can help a lot just by taking these ones that's got the chrome and take your tires off, throw it on a piece of track or whatever. And then I use these files. But you could use you could take a popsicle stick and tape a piece of sandpaper on it if that's what you got. It don't have to be nothing fancy. And I'll put that baby, I'm on the wrong side. Just like this. Well, not that hard. And just take that stuff right on off there, man. And that trues that wheel right up. It's like I said, it's more so when you got the chrome plated ones. You're trying to make it run good, you ain't worried about looks. There we go. I go across the top a little easier. This is the chrome plating. I take all that stuff off there. It's got to go.
Oh, I see.
The paint, one layer of paint ain't too big a deal. But when you start getting the chrome plated ones and the double painted wheels, you know what I mean? Like the Ford GT that has orange, that's a huge difference.
Interesting.
And it's not high tech. You can do it with a piece of racetrack and a controller, or you don't have to have a file. You can pop. You got to have something hard though, and stiff and straight. Yeah. You can take a.
Well, I mean, you did it there. You took it all off.
Yeah, piece of 400, and it got smoother.
Yeah.
See that? You hear that in the back? Hear it? Really, when you can tell the difference is when you're holding it in your hand and running it. So that starts taking the shake and the vibration out of it. Especially, like I said, the chrome plated ones and the double painted ones and stuff. How much smoother that is already? A little bit. That one already ran pretty smooth, but these chrome plated ones.
Well, that's what we're getting this thing. I mean, that's what this is.
Yeah. You can feel it though in your hand. You can feel the. Feel it. That's because looseness in that axle, and then them wheels are all plated up. It's dragging it, you know, one way or another. Let's see if we can get some of that off there and smooth it out. Hear it? I usually use a little piece of aggressive sandpaper and then finish it out with a smooth bottom. Look at that stuff that's taken off of there.
Yeah.
That's over and above what that wheel's supposed to be. So any tire even sized right ain't going to go on there, right? It's going to want to stretch it and dome it.
Interesting.
Yep, it's just, that's when they say, oh, you got to do the work. This is what they're talking about, or change the wheels out. But, you know, everybody don't have access or money for it. So,
No, but these are we're talking about simple things on how to keep your cars just at home with a little bit of tools. You go to Harbor Freight, pick up some files.
It's $3 for the file. Or again, you can take a piece of sandpaper and tape it to a popsicle stick.
You're right.
It's
It's
the
also a
same
magnet matcher. Magnet matcher. What are they talking about? Magnet matcher.
That determines the, you use it for your motor magnets. The ideal thing to do is to have your motor magnets matched to the same string. If you don't, then one's always pulling like this, like that, you know what I mean? Because it's stronger, so it's always pulling the arm. You're better off with a lower, less power set of magnets that are evenly matched, so that it's smooth, you know what I mean? When you got people, they turn them thing and they feel that cog like that, they think that's good. No, that's not good at all. Look at all that rotating mass I've already took off that thing there.
That's disgusting.
And that ain't nothing, that's that chrome plating, it's terrible. You won't see me racing something with chrome plating on the wheel. Unless
Now I always thought that these cars when they move like this, where they jerk, that's
no, that's not good.
That's not good.
That's like feeling your 4-barrel kick in.
Yeah,
if
but
you
then
feel
why?
that, then you're not tuned right. You should never feel 4-barrel kick in either. When you feel that,
So how
cog
do you
like-
fix
what
that?
you're feeling is these magnets are weak, so you're not going to feel that too much anyways. But
So how do you fix
just turn
that?
that one? You don't even feel it in that one. So just turn it forward. Never turn the motor backwards. But see, you don't feel it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, look, watch.
You got to get a meter and check your magnets, and either have a bunch of them that you can get matched closer, or have a magnet zapper so you can zap them and make them close. And even that ain't always guaranteed.
So I need to get a magnet zapper.
No, you don't, dude. That's $1,100 or so.
Magnet zapper. Z-A-P-P-E-R.
No, you take all these cars and your junkers or whatever you take apart. When the frames finally get too twisted up, you take the magnets out, and then when you build a car or put one together, or like they got all the pit kits now, you just take your magnets, and you can build a gauze meter, is what it's called, to check the power of the magnets. Or actually, you can use one of these to check it too. It's not as exact, but you know, the closer they are together, the better off you are. You don't want to feel that cogging thing.
See, okay, so here we go. Comments. I do a couple seconds of comments here. LOL, let's see. See, this is why you lose to Mike every week. You guys are jerks. Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen anymore, though. See, now I've learned all these things. He's already losing me on one car.
You know, not everything I know. Okay. No.
Well,
the younger guys, though, I'm not telling them this crap. I'm not telling Danny and Ryan, and they're already younger than me, and it's already all I can do to keep up with them when they got junk.
So that's 500 grit and 1200, right?
Yep. You could find somebody to make you that.
Can you find an extra one of these things? Because there's a manufacturer in Bowling Green.
One of these?
Yeah.
That's mine.
You have an extra one?
No. As long as I get it back, you could send it off, though. Really, all you need from a machinist is to make this part.
Yeah.
That's it, and that's an easy thing to do.
And then figure out how to do the small.
I'll loan it to you, but I gotta have it back by fall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on to it for right now.
I think Jeff's got. Let me see if I can buy another one from Jeff. He gave me that one.
He doesn't like me, so he doesn't want to.
He likes Ryan, though.
I know he likes Ryan, but he doesn't like me.
I think he gave Ryan one already.
I know he probably did.
Jeff, no, it ain't that he don't. It ain't that. Jeff just likes other people better. It ain't
Oh,
that
does he?
If he disliked you, you would not see him.
No. Well, he brings all that food when he shows up. He must like.
He's not hard up for a friend or anything. Okay?
Oh, really?
No.
He's got plenty of friends.
He would never come. No,
he's got.
No, he doesn't. He's like me. He don't
He doesn't have any friends.
No, he does have some, but he's.
Well, he doesn't like kids.
No.
No.
No, he don't like kids.
Well,
But that don't matter. He put up with my kids. He was around my kids the whole time they were growing up.
really? So
Oh,
he was
yeah.
over your house a lot then,
Oh, yeah,
huh?
when I lived in Finland, yeah, we was just blocks apart.
Oh, really?
He's there all the time.
And so you
That's
kind
the
of,
reason why I don't have any more kids.
that's why you raced a lot then, huh?
Oh yeah, me and Jeff used to hang. Well, that and he used to come to my raceway. He was one of the first people in
Now,
there.
where was your raceway located?
Fostoria. It was on, the first one was at 253 Lytle, the old gun store. Right on Lytle Street, right next to
All right,
the
where was
transmission
it?
shop. The second one was up on Main Street. I think it was 112. And then the last one I had, I closed just in February 2020. Just in the
Wait, in Fostoria?
Yeah.
Are you the one that opened the one where the pharmacy used to be?
No, that was North Baltimore. You're
Oh,
talking about.
Fostoria.
That was
Okay.
a friend of mine,
All right.
Carl.
All righty.
That
Okay.
passed away. That was him there.
All
And then
righty,
he moved
okay.
at it. Didn't have no luck.
So you
there.
had Fostoria. Okay.
But
No, I never been to
helped him out
Fostoria.
over there for a couple of years. Yeah, it was rough going, and I didn't know anything, so that didn't help. I mean, I didn't know
Well,
anything
no.
about
See, the
running a slot
biggest
car
problem
business,
with
so.
these slot car places for slot carring is, number one, you have to have a full time job.
I did.
But a lot of them, believe me, I've been to a lot of them.
Here's
You know,
what
they
you
don't
gotta
want to
do.
carry an entire line.
Well, you can't do that because the electric company don't take slot car parts or model kits for payments, okay?
No, I understand that, but you want to get
So
custom.
what you got to do, you got to have something you do other than sit there and wait on people to come give you money.
Well, no.
I make decals and painted bodies.
No, I understand
Even
that.
Lexan
Like there was a
bodies for
place
big raceways.
in New Jersey called Zeppelin Hobbies, and he
Yeah.
was, he was a full hobby store. But then in the back, he had 2 wooden racetracks.
Right.
But he'd do birthday parties and things like
Sure.
that. But he also had a full line hobby store too. So,
Right. Well,
and a lot of the
you
guys.
don't want to compete with Hobby Lobby. You don't want to compete with Walmart. Whatever they sell, you don't want to touch.
No, I'm not
And
saying.
it's so seasonable here, is what the problem is. Like,
Yeah, but that's-
I don't have to tell you. I'm sure you know that April to October, not fun times. It's Maytag
Well, we've had a
returning,
pretty good
especially if you're going
month.
to play a lot on the racing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because 90% of the people that do that also race real cars in some.
No, I understand.
So the thing is, like I said, you got to do something more than that because there's always politics, and just like real racing, you get your little blah blah blah. And
No, I believe me, I understand that.
oh man, it's unreal.
And we've been pretty lucky. I mean, we've had really great people come for race because we've tried to
Yeah.
keep it just fun,
Well, yeah, and here's what you got to do: you got to keep it consistent. Whatever
Right.
the rules are, that's what the rules are. That
Right.
way everybody knows every week, and them rules come from you.
Right.
Or whoever's running it. They
Right.
don't come from the pit table.
No, I
or
understand that.
anything, because everybody's always trying to get an advantage.
Oh, of course,
You know what I mean?
everybody,
So,
everybody.
Like a lot of people say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I don't go
Right,
by
yeah.
that method myself. I
Yeah,
use the
right.
old slot car method.
Oh, I
the old,
see.
The old motto, you're allowed to cheat.
Does
till you
Jeff
start
believe
winning.
in that? If you don't cheat,
Jeff?
you ain't win.
No, Jeff's not like that. He's almost a little too honest. He's a little irritated by that shit. He gets a little mad at me because I'm doing dirty. Not in the building, but I might, you know what I mean? If I can't catch him, I might wreck him.
And this is my new 55 Bel Air with my new interior. This is beautiful. Did a great job on this.
But see, what I'm going to try to do this season coming up, I'm going to see if I can adapt my timing system to HO drag racing. I have
Okay.
And if I can, then I'm going to get a routed track and try. There's a routed HO drag strip in Toledo that Troy has. And then there's a routed full timing system in Salina at the racetrack.
Okay.
People I know. So I'm going to try to get one and get it somewhere in between and set up. Because that's really where the HO racing is really lacking. There's no no drag racing following
Right.
to it at all.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Well, for one, because you don't want to have it all heads up, because then it comes down. How is a guy that just started going to race me? Even if he beats me off the line, I'm going to probably kill him in performance. So you got a bracket race. And to do that,
Right.
well, then you're getting into some expensive timing, a couple $1,000s. But I already have that. And I already have power supplies and the tracks.
Well,
the
we
routed
need to
drag
get your
strip's
we
only
need
about
to get
$450.
your decal system going.
I totally agree.
And Ryan wants
If I
to
can't
commit
figure
that.
that out by fall, yeah, Ryan's smart, and plus,
No,
I'll
he
do the
wants
thing
to
and
get
he'd
that
look,
going
yeah.
for you.
Well, plus,
So
I can do all your T-shirt stuff too. I can do that now. All we got to do to make our own shirts is get a heat press. I got a printer that does that now, just like what you have exactly is what they're doing. that exact logos like that. I can draw anything you want. Get a heat press, put it on T-shirts with the, of course, there's a learning curve to that, but it's direct to film printing.
Rob, it's only cheating if you're caught. Looks like
Yeah.
no race. No, it's not a race night tonight, guys. It's
No.
just a tech night, and we are going to be calling it a. We're going to be calling it a. It's my birthday, guys, and
happy
Mark wants to
birthday.
take me to dinner. So
You lucky dog.
we
I'm
are
here for
going.
my
We have a 70-minute show tonight. We have 52 people watching. We had a great show tonight.
But like I was
And,
saying, I'm gonna try to get that going, and when we
yeah,
get the box room
no.
set up. I'll put a drag strip in there. We'll do race nights.
Yeah.
Because when you drag race and people brag, they'll come in and enter 5 or 6 cars.
Really.
They'll create a following too, because then we'll have 3 tracks spaced out
Yeah.
about evenly, really, and that's really the thing.
Well,
It's
that'd
like
be
NASCAR.
good. That'd be neat to really just transfer everything down into the box room.
For the race, and
Yeah.
but there's a whole lot of boxes in there.
Yeah, but the boxes can go someplace else.
Here's what, everyone except for what you paid for can go to the freaking dump.
I understand.
You
It's
do,
just
but them boys
box.
don't. You gotta,
No, but
you gotta
they're
admire
free,
though.
though.
They're trying, but they're trying to be frugal, and that's what you gotta
I
be.
like
you know
free,
what I mean?
you know. If
Yeah.
If it's a free box, it's a
But if
free
it
box.
ain't gonna be used, it's gotta,
No, I know
You know
that.
how it is. You can save them.
Yeah.
I was the same way. I saved everything, and then I went by. If I ain't used it in a year, and I don't have nothing in it.
No, you're right. I mean,
Gotta
it's
go.
just, I'm not gonna
Especially,
just
that's
collect.
a very valuable space down there.
It is.
You know.
Well, guys, I am going to
Maybe
head
next
off.
week we'll go over some painting and stuff.
Yeah, maybe we'll
next
go over
time.
some painting.
for the unpainted pit kits and
This
decals,
one I
so-
did. This is beautiful. I love this.
I don't know if I got any that I painted with me or not. There's one. It ain't great though. There's one I painted and made decals for. I got 3 or 4 other ones, and I'll have the prototypes next week. All I gotta do is clear them.
Just bring some decals. Because I'm leaving on Friday for my vacation, so maybe tomorrow will be, next Thursday will be our last show for a while.
All right.
We want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Thank you very much. And we appreciate everybody supporting us. Don't forget to check out all the new items that are listed at ProTinkerToys.com. Don't forget to check out ProTinkerToys.com. And you guys have a great night.